Hello! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending the time with me. Thank you for allowing me to invade your airwaves, your mind, your body, and your soul with my daily dose of positivity. Thank you for allowing me to increase your vibrations and for hopefully inspiring you, and therefore, in turn, you inspiring me. In this video, I want to talk to you about comparisons and how comparisons can be a good thing and they can be a bad thing. Okay, so let's talk about the negatives of comparison. Comparison can be a bad thing in terms of life, in terms of who you are as a person. And let me give you an example of that. Whatever your journey is, whatever your personal, wherever you're at in life, you should never compare yourself to other people in terms of, hey, for instance, I've been growing my hair the same amount of time as this person, or why does their dreads look like this, or I'm 29 years old and this other person is 29 years old and they're more successful than I am, or they have more things than I do, or they're like, in that aspect you should never compare yourself to other people in terms for personal growth, because what you fail to realize is there's always going to be somebody in a better position than you, and there's always going to be somebody in a worse position than you. But you cannot use somebody else as a measuring stick to compare yourself to see where you are. It's great to compare yourself against yourself. So for instance, I'm 29 years old, and you look at yourself and say, okay, well, where was I a year ago? And then you compare yourself to the person you were a year ago, and you can, from that, then you could say, okay, well, I've grown a lot since then. I've done this, I've done that, or maybe I haven't grown as much as I thought I would, or I would like to, and it's a wake-up call so you can improve. Because like I said, there's always going to be, in terms of, no one can your personal growth, like, it's only you, because no one else goes through exactly what you go through. No one else deals with what exactly you deal with. Only you deal with what you deal with and go through what you go through. And that's what makes you so unique, because you are a one out of one. You're a unique fingerprint, and no one can ever take that away from you. But in the instance, comparison could be also, like I said, in that instance, it's good. In comparison, it could be just compare yourself with yourself. Everyone wants to look outside as a measuring stick. Everyone wants to say, by the time I reach such and such age, I want to have X, Y, and Z, or by the time I'm, this old, I want to be married or have kids, or be working in this profession, or, or like I said, or I've been growing my hair for 10 months, and why do my dreads look like this person's, don't look like this person's dreads? They've been growing their hair for 10 months. Why are mine so short? Or why are mine so thick? Or why am I so this or so that? And you should never compare yourselves to the outside world in that aspect, because you don't know what else people go through. And maybe from the outside, you might see somebody else your same age, and they might have a brand new fancy car and live in a big house and have tons of money, but inside they're hollow. Growth cannot be like maybe at one area and aspect they might have more material possessions, but who knows what kind of person they are. The best kind of growth you can have is personal growth. And with that, the only way you can see that is to measure against yourself at the same point in time. So like I said, if you want to compare yourself, always compare yourself to yourself. Say, for instance, a year ago, where was I? What have I done since that year? How have I grown? How have I not grown? And that's the best way to show growth. That's the best way to allow yourself to a measuring stick against yourself, because you go what you go through, and no one else does that. So again, thank you for allowing me to come into your homes, your house, wherever you are watching this video. Thank you for inspiring me, because you guys inspire me, hopefully as much as I inspire you. And I try to deliver a message of positivity, but at the end of the day, you're just as important as me, because if there's no one there to hear the message, what's the point of it, you know? So thank you for just being who you are. Thank you for being a supportive YouTube family. And like I said, we all have to come together because we're only as strong as the weakest link. Strong people raise other people up. They don't bring each other down. And then so with that, I say namaste, meaning the bright light in me brings out the bright light in you. Thank you. Peace and love. Positive vibrations. Have a blessed day.